Joining us today for this week's entertainment panel is the classic Abby St. John. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to speak with us.
Of course, no worries.
Now, starting off, we got some interesting topics. There's so much happening in the entertainment industry, of course, in the entertainment world that is coming up here that everybody's pretty excited about. But to start off, there's been some talk about it this week, even yesterday, speaking about this Elvis Presley biopic that is coming out soon here later on. And this is supposed to have Austin Butler that plays the King. And it's going to be about the controversy with Elvis for his performance style and outrageous dance moves back in the 50s. So it's going to be interesting for seeing the trailer already, and it seems like Austin's doing a great job at portraying the king of rock and roll, of course. And there's going to be even Tom Hanks playing Elvis's manager, and it's supposed to be in theaters June 24th.
Yes, the trailer for it came out this week, and it looks very well done. I think Austin Butler, he portrays Elvis very well, has his voice, his dance moves. So I think it's going to be an interesting movie. And like you said, Tom Hanks is also involved in this movie, playing Colonel Tom Parker, who discovered Elvis in 1955. Now the trailer kind of starts out with Elvis as a young boy sneaking into a black church, and he joins their dancing and kind of has this moment. And throughout the trailer, it does show how his persona and his on-stage presence was heavily influenced by black culture, and that is shown throughout the trailer. So I'm sure that will be a big part of the film, which I'm excited about. And we'll also get to see his rise to fame and how he kind of fell off that and up until his death. Now it also shows that his manager, who was played by Tom Hanks, controlled a lot of his life and the choices that he made, including him joining the military, and what he said and what he did and how he acted. So that's also going to be interesting to see, to get a look at. Tom Hanks's voice is over top of the trailer and saying, some people would consider me the bad guy. So that's going to be an interesting to see when the movie comes out. I'm very excited for it. Elvis is way past my time and, a lot of your time and all of our time. So it's going to be interesting to see more in depth into Elvis's life and how he, kind of the behind the scenes of his life, being super famous and, like you said, the king of rock and roll. So that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, especially like you're saying, for people in our time, it's going to be cool to be able just to see what he was all about, his backstory, and, definitely going to be seeing some stuff that we had no idea about Elvis Presley, learning about what else happened in his life and all that. So I think for all those fans that are excited, especially when there's like movies like this that come out about certain bands or artists and everything that kind of show their backstory, they're going to be excited to have another one that's coming up here, and this one's going to be about Elvis, of course, and everybody knows Elvis. So I think it's going to be interesting, and for what it looks like, Austin he's a pretty good looking guy, so it looks like it's already going to be a cool movie, kind of showing off, like you're saying, with the black church. That's going to be very fascinating to see how that really inspired all of his performances and dance moves. So I'm excited to watch it as well. And now moving on, this is a serious, huge topic for both of us, especially you. You are a crazy Stranger Things fan. And of course now everybody's talking about it. Season 4, now they're finally talking about not only we got the release dates, but it's going to be 2 parts. And I think everybody was definitely excited to find that out. And I'm hoping personally that they got 7 or 8 episodes in each part. And they said that the dates for them are supposed to be May 27th and July 1st. And it even announced that, they're going to be renewed for a 5th, and it's supposed to be a final season. And if, for me, I'm a Breaking Bad fan, that 5 seasons, honestly, is sometimes the perfect amount of seasons for a show, especially for Stranger Things, how much happens through each season, pushing it. Sometimes it could be they might be stretching it. Depends how it's going to be in this 4th season, but I am so excited to see what's going to be all involved in this.
Yes, I'm also very excited. I love Stranger Things. I watched season 3 over a dozen times. I love the show, and I think it's perfect that, we know that it's going to end after season 5. There's not going to be any more seasons after that. And I think that's perfect because you don't want to draw it out. And that's what the Duffer Brothers, who created Stranger Things, that's what they had in mind from the very beginning. Now, they released some new posters for the show, for the season, and along with the release dates of the 2 volumes of season 4. And each poster kind of shows each of them walking towards the portal into the upside down. You know, we see the group in Hawkins, Elle in California, and then we also see Joyce and Murray in Russia with Hopper. So that's going to be interesting to see how they got there, what those posters really entail for the season. You know, they're going into the upside down. You know, it's opening again. So I'm very excited to see. I think the posters look so cool and so fun.
Yeah.
So I think that's just going to escalate from here. And I'm very excited to see how it all wraps up in the end.
I'm very excited as well, especially with everybody talking about how long it's been for this 4th season. And of course, you know, all the followers, everybody's following all the kids that are in the show and seeing how much they've grown up since then. So everybody's making all these jokes and all that, saying like, what is going to happen now? They're like full grown adults. So I'm personally very excited. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to binge it. And I think everybody's really excited for it, especially all like people that still have their Netflix subscriptions. Going to give them some motivation to keep it and just wait until May 27th and July 1st to be able to watch this. So I'm very excited, and I'm glad to see that we're getting some more content coming out here for everybody to, you know, sit back and enjoy. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's weekly entertainment panel. Thanks again so much for joining us.
Of course, thank you.